and welcome to WKNC's official sports podcast in the den. I got two little segments to talk about today. So, the NBA Summer League is starting, which, in case you don't know, is basically just the all of the first, second year. I think even goes up to 30-year draft prospects from the NBA all play together for a couple weeks in July to kind of just showcase their abilities and talents and to just see who's going to be on the roster. It's basically like a preseason for the preseason. And there are a couple of NC State alumni who are going to be having their first starts with the NBA Summer League. And I'll be talking a little bit about, where do they fit in the system, what are their chances of being able to make the final rosters, and just, what to watch out for. And then we have a fun little segment to kind of be in the latter half of this episode. There are about 10 sports I have listed. I'm going to kind of go over them just like one question for each team in the fall semester. And I'm going to kind of rank them from least to most concerned based on least is their chances of making the postseason. They're national title contenders. And then most concerned are can they even make the postseason again? So, without further ado, get your headphones on, and let's get straight to it. So I'm going to start with the Summer League. I think it started around July 4th, but none of the players I'm about to mention their teams haven't really played yet. The Houston Rockets have two NC State alumni on their Summer League roster, the most out of any other team. The average is about 0. But let's start with Quadir Copeland. He was a wing for NC State last year. He was one of those McNeese State transfers when Will Wade came in. And he was pretty good with ball distribution, which is something that Houston really needed, especially in their depth. Fred VanVleet, he's been their primary point guard, and while he is a good ball distributor, he's not really healthy. I think he's on his way out. And they don't really have much on their depth when it comes to that position as well. I mean, I don't think Reed Shepherd has really shown to be a reliable future point guard. So they drafted Bruce Thornton, who, again, is a very high offensive profile player from Ohio State. And I think they did the same strategy with signing Quadir Copeland in the undrafted free agency. He was one of those borderline draft prospects. He's he's a 6'5" guard who I think can play point guard, shooting guard, and a little bit of shooting forward. But I mean, he's going to be more developmental just because he was very inconsistent. He didn't have a big step up coming from McNeese State to NC State, but he was kind of a driving factor for the team's offense. He was there. I mean, being the lead and ball distributor of a March Madness team will definitely get you looks, and especially with his size and his defensive capabilities with about 2 steals a game. There's something here, but a lot of scouts mentioned that he was not a reliable three-point shooter, which you can kind of see with, his year-by-year record. He had, before he came to NC State, he had a 15% three-point shot. While it has jumped up to about 39.7, he only takes about 2 threes a game, which for a guard is not really reliable long term. So I think developing his 3-point shot, being able to try to improve his court vision and his ability to create offensive plays will be helpful. And I think there's definitely a way you can maximize his potential in that regards where he could be a great depth piece for the team. The Summer League squads don't really do depth charts like that, but he would definitely get some playing time. And right now he has a 2-way contract with the Rockets and their G League team. So I do expect him to be able to get some playing time next year, maybe it might be hard to file him in because this is a team that is trying to make a playoff push with KD in his last year. But with time, I think Whittier Copeland will be able to come in as a rotational guard or maybe just a bottom of the depth chart guy. Another Houston Rockets player that was signed was Ben Middlebrooks. He played like power forward. I think he played a little bit of center. But he was one of the bigs and forwards from the March Madness run in 2024. He was pretty instrumental in their ACC tournament win. But he's gone quiet for a while after he had this saga where it was like he tried to transfer and he tried to basically force his way into another year of eligibility when he did not have that. And so he decided to go to Sweden. He signed with this team called the Norrköping Dolphins, where he got about like 14 points, 7 rebounds. That team finished first in regular season standings, but lost the championship. So he did have a lot of momentum internationally. And while Sweden and Scandinavia as a whole is not a huge basketball part of the world, it was enough that plus the, the momentum of having played in America as well. It was enough for the Rockets to really take a flyer on him and sign him to their G League team and their Summer League roster. I mean, we'll see what playing time he gets and how he'll fit into the roster. He is kind of a prototypical power forward at the NBA level, maybe even a shooting forward with his shooting splits. I think he's makes some pretty. Let me see his shooting splits. Okay, no, he's just kind of like just a big. 21% from three, about 46% total shooting. We'll see. That's another kind of development piece, maybe a depth chart player on the G League team, but no, he's got a chance. He's on this roster. This is technically his rookie year, so we'll see how it goes for him. And lastly, this is kind of a honorable mention. Trey Holloman. He was another starting guard on the roster. He recently signed to the Orlando Magic, which is something where it wasn't really about his NC State track record, but more of his Michigan State track record because the Orlando Magic have been kind of taken from the Michigan State reigns. I'm not entirely sure what the connection is, but I do know, last year they drafted Jace Richardson in the first round, and while he hasn't really been much, this is just kind of a continued part of that track record. He was a productive point guard for the team, and again, this is another one where it could be more of depth piece in the G League because looking at the Magic's G League roster, they could definitely use a more solid point guard, and I think that could be what Holloman becomes, where he could work his way up to being a two-way player, maybe. Especially if, Suggs goes, which is kind of a player that I think they've been kind of hinting at going, and Anthony Black takes over as the starting point guard. Again, there's depth that could be filled up by Holloman. Only time will tell on that matter. What is interesting is to see another fringe draft prospect, recent graduate, Darion Williams, still hasn't been signed to anything. He got COVID during the combine and since hasn't really had much discussion going with him. I think this could be a player who will potentially sign internationally, then come over to the NBA, kind of similar to what Middlebrooks did. But again, that's a player to watch. Maybe someone will pick him up. Maybe he'll find some playing time somewhere. He wasn't that bad for NC State, but just kind of like a surprise missing player. All right, so we're approaching the 10-minute mark. And with that, our 10 teams from most to least concerned and one question for each of them. Let's get into it. So my least concerned team, I have women's tennis, which I know not a lot of people watch women tennis, but They made the quarterfinals last year, and kind of my big question is, is it finally time for them to make or even win a national championship? They keep the majority of their starting core. I think the only graduate was Surinova, and they brought in two highly touted transfer prospects. They have an All-American doubles player in Royson Gillaney and another like top 50 individuals player and another like top 25 doubles in Ariana Anaskatsi Pursue from Texas. So they bring in some major transfers. They keep a lot of their successful starting core. I think it's time for NC State to start having national title expectations with their women's tennis. Another kind of one that I'm not too concerned about, I have wrestling. Wrestling, they had, I think, about 7 of the weight classes. They had a player in. I think the furthest one was Will Denny. They didn't really have much postseason success in that regards. And so I guess the big question is, this is going to be kind of the last year of this core. They have a lot of players who are on their way out. Zach Redden, Jackson Arrington are both ones that are really successful. Patrick Brophy, that's at least 3 that are on their way out. I think one more. I don't think I put the classes right, but and then again, there are some where there are positional battles that NC State needs to figure out sooner than later if they kind of want to get back to where they were last year when they were conference title contenders and even national title contenders. There's the 125 where they have a couple upperclassmen and Marcus Tyson, Brad Yoakum, and a freshman who was, I think, a top 50, like blue chip 125-pound wrestler, Dom Deputy. There's 184, Jesse Mullins, Jack Daly. And 285 is like a 4-person battle. They got a transfer from Minnesota. They have a couple redshirt freshmen and even another top 100 recruit in Kai Calcutt. Bennett Tabor is the I think it's going to be either Calcutt or Tabor making it, but we'll see. So, big question is kind of like NC State needs to start figuring out what they're going to do after these guys, but also try to make one more push to win it all. If that makes sense, try to find some balance between the two to at least contend. Because, I mean, they're not going to beat, like, the big, players in the Big Ten, but at least dominate the ACC and look like a true contender. Up next, women's golf. Very simply, just can anyone really step up to be the number 2? Marie Madsen, she made the individuals NCAA championship competition last year. This year, she missed out, and the team itself missed out because without her, the team hasn't really been able to compete that well. They have a really good freshman trio in McGarth, Stolpen, Hedrith, who could take a step up. I think any one of those 3 could become normal top 100 players. They do have another top 100 player who left in Fania Samant, so maybe one of those 3 could replace her. They did get some freshmen internationally from, I think, Taiwan and Canada, so there's a lot of younger players who need to compete well in tandem with Madsen to find some more postseason success, and Madsen needs to kind of get out of this sophomore slump if the team isn't able to help carry her. But I put them kind of near the bottom of worries because with Madsen doing so well, it's a team that can regularly appear in regionals as long as she's here. Next up, I have men's soccer. They made the national championship last year, but they lost out. I guess the big question is, are these next guys up capable of doing so? They do bring in a lot of midfielders that they had last year, and they even got some really good transfer prospects But it's going to be a question of just like, can these, what's it going to look like this starting four and I guess their rotational fifth midfielder? It's, let's see, where was I going with that? It's like there's the reason that all of these players were backups, even as they're starting to become upperclassmen. I think at least all three of the ones who returned from last year are either seniors, redshirt seniors, or grad students. And the two transfers coming in are both upperclassmen as well. So we'll see how it looks in the beginning of the season. I do expect a good amount of shuffling in that position. Another position I'm kind of worried about with them is their forwards in general. With Donovan Phillips gone, they're I think like probably one of the greatest scorers in NC State soccer history. It's a very big shoe to fill, and it's going to be very hard to find someone as good and as successful as Phillips was. They do, again, have some upperclassmen backups who are ready for their chance to start, and that's about it. They don't really even have any good freshmen coming in, which I expect them to be more aggressive in next year's recruiting class, especially for that position. And again, there's pressure on the defense to make the load easy for the new goalie, Terranova. Last year, the goalie, Logan Erb, he did pretty well, but he didn't really have much of a struggle because the defenders were really good. I think they had about, like, the majority of the defenders from last year were drafted into the MLS. And again, I mean, this is something where, Terranova was a backup last year for a reason. And now he's got to come in. He's got to be really good. And, what level of quality defense should he expect? And what kind of reps should he expect with defending the goalposts? The only starter returning from last year at that position is Maloney. He was pretty solid. And of course, they got a really good defender from the transfer portal out of Kentucky, Josh Gordon. But the def really needs to figure itself out because there is just, for the quality of players that are expected to come up, they don't really have too much playing time. They really need to kind of just get in there quick and get the work done. They can't really falter out of the gate. And I think in the next episode, or in a future episode, like about a month away, I'll go more into these teams and just like, okay, how do they look like and what is their schedule looking like? And I'm going to do the same with some of the other fall sports. But that is about what we can expect. It's just, are these next guys up ready, or do we need to treat this as a retooling kind of year, or wait a few years to get back to where they were, where they're kind of like a Cinderella story national runner-up? Up next, I have women's basketball. Last year, they made the March Madness, but they lost in the round of 32 to Michigan. They got blown out pretty badly. I think everyone was kind of expecting that, though. But they lost a lot of bigs in the transfer portal. And so it's going to be a question of like how's their front court going to look? Their backcourt feels kind of safe with Zoe Brooks and Caden Samuels. They should be able to at least carry a good offensive load. But outside of Camille Pierre, who is a potential lottery WNBA pick, don't get me wrong, she's pretty good. It's just like, who's going to be there to assist her, down in the paint or in the post, and what can they expect from that? They have two new freshmen who are pretty big. Pruitt and Trevette are both, I think, 6'2" and 6'3" respectively, so I think they could figure out a center from there. I don't think Camille Pierre is going to be the center, but if she was, it could work out. They did get a big transfer from Auburn, Kadi Lay. She's around the same size as well. She does have some playing time as a rotational big. Maybe she could get some starting reps as well. I'm sure she will. I'm sure she'll probably file in at shooting forward, power forward. The center is a big question mark again. But it's another thing where they're seeing it as a question mark until they figure out what are they going to do with this front court and how are they going to be defensively, because since their national championship, I think their defense has kind of started to dwindle in quality, and they really need to kind of get back to that, in my opinion. Let's see. What do I have next? We have football. So football, that's another one that's going to have a way more in-depth piece in the future. But my question is, I guess, what is this team going to look like? Because the defense last year was pretty bad. I think it was like a bottom five defense when it comes to their passing defense productivity and also just putting pressure on the quarterback. They weren't really able to produce any sacks. The Russian defenses wasn't that elite either. I think they, like Georgia Tech, kind of ran all over them from last year. I think Miami did the same. So this is the second year under our defensive coordinator, DJ Elliott. And as a linebackers coach, he was able to just aggressively get some quality linebackers in the portal. He's, I think, switching over to a 3-4 front. And let's see, the Jack, Will, and Mike are all transfers. So, like all senior, junior players who are looking for their chance to start. So we got to see how this back four looks like. And you notice maybe it's good, maybe it's bad, but I mean, this is an NFL linebackers coach. So I feel a little bit optimistic about that. The cornerbacks in the secondary, they're going to have to try to replace the productivity of Devon Marshall, who was like, I think he led the ACC in like deflected passes or passes broken up. And eventually, I think, got drafted. So it's going to be a real big worry about what are they going to do to replace that kind of productivity and quality. I think Brian Nelson is the only secondary from last year who I liked and who's going to be back next year. Their nickelback has been here for a while as well. We'll see how he does. And then in the front three, it's kind of that next man up thing. And the only one who like I really trusted and produced a good amount was Isaiah Shirley. You know, he had that interception against Wake Forest. That was really fun. Josiah Victor, I think, was here before, and so is I don't really remember Joseph Adair. It's a little concerning this front three. So we'll see what this team does defensively. But I mean, obviously they're more of an offensive team, and that's kind of like a 2-for-1 question of just like, did this team do a good job replenishing what they lost in the transfer portal? See, Duke Scott is going to be the new number one running back when Hollywood Smothers transferred to Texas last year, which kudos to him. The team ran more touchdowns than they did pass. He was a very core part of the offense last year. It's a shame to have seen him gone. It would have been great to see him. I'm sure he'd probably get drafted, Texas running back. What else do they even have? They had to replace a lot of receiving prospects. The star freshman, Teddy Hoffman, had a PED, a suspension for all of this year. And so they pretty much have like a whole new look on their receiving core with some transfers, some, freshmen trying to figure out where they want to go and where they will fit on the team. So that could be something where there's a lot of rotation in there. I think the only starting receiver from last year who's still here is Keenan Jackson. So that's not great. The offensive line, I'm not too worried about. I think it stays relatively the same, but they did get some decent transfers coming in. Texas backup and a starter from, I think, UT Martin. And the tight end was one that was a huge question mark. They brought in a lot of transfers at the tight end position. Right now, they're looking at the projected depth chart. It does look like they're going to go with their tight end from last year, like one of the backup tight ends in Preston Douglas. But we'll see how tight end looks. There's a lot of replacing that needed to happen on the offense, so we'll see. Week 0, I guess we'll see what we should expect with this team. But so CJ Bailey makes the next step in this improvement. This could be a team that's very like offensive front, but could be a really good team next year. But again, it's probably the most wild card of all the sports that I have mentioned today. All right, I got 3 more. Like the top 3 most concerned I am. Men's basketball. Will Wade, he left us. You know, it was so bad. I think his Wikipedia still says the snake. Does it? No, they got rid of it. But for a short while, he was called Will the Snake Wade. Uh, where was I? Justice Gainey, he comes in. He was a longtime assistant with Herb Sendek, who is like one of the biggest like basketball coaches when it comes to overall wins. He spent a long time at Santa Clara and NC State. And then there's also he spent about half a decade with Rick Barnes as an associate head coach. So he's been like really hands on with Tennessee's success in the past few years. So there's a lot of optimism that I have for him. But the roster has so much turnover. It's like an entirely different roster from last year. If we look at the players who were here last year but returned, there's only 2. Paul McNeil Jr., who is a projected NBA draft pick. I think he might be able to sneak into the first round. And then last year's recruit, Samika Wilkins, who plays like power forward center. He took a redshirt year, but now he's here. Maybe he could get some playing time this year. But 1 freshman, 1 international player, 10 transfers. The coach has a rare opportunity to be able to mold this team into like his image from the very start. He doesn't have to. I guess it's a lot easier to kind of build a roster how you want in the NCAA, especially with the transfer portal and the NIL. But it's going to be just a lot of time figuring out what is this identity going to be for this team and who's going to be our starters, who I guess really is going to be able to help build the future for NC State basketball. Because a lot of these guys are upperclassmen who are just looking for their chance to break through and get seen a lot more than they did last year. And I mean, there's a reason that they need to break through. I think their highest rated recruit is Darius Adams from Maryland, and I don't think Maryland even made it to the NCAA tournament last year, despite having, I think no, their coach left for Villanova last year. But either way, men's basketball is again another big wild card team where if this roster is able to kind of do what Gainey wants to do with this team, and if his vision is a really good idea, then they could kind of get back to, well, they've never really been like the powerhouse of the ACC, but they could be back to being a sleeper underdog who could get some looks and has to have respect put on their name because of their productivity. However, the worst case scenario is kind of staring us in the face where they could be the worst team in the ACC this year, and they could have to try their really hardest to try to find something of quality in the recruiting class in the transfer portal because UNC is only getting better, or I mean, I guess they're kind of middle of the road right now. Duke is still one of the top contenders, and they're going to be for a long time. UNC is trying to catch up, and NC State is just begging for the scraps. But hey, he could be. Here's the fun fact, just to kind of close up this men's basketball part. There is a chance that Gainey could be the first NCAA men's basketball head coach with no prior head coaching experience to make it to the NCAA tournament. The last time that happened was Hubert Davis when he joined in UNC, even though he got fired. but keep your expectations low. And last, okay, two more. I have men's golf. They were able to make it to the what you call it regionals, but we're largely disappointed. This is again just going to be productive upperclassmen who need to start, and four freshman golfers coming in. So there's a blend of like old and young. And it's going to be okay. So who's going to be really good? Who do we need to invest in more as fans of NC State and for the team to have larger success? I mean, could this upperclassman core who struggled in the regional be able to try to push their way to get a little bit more in or to even get a person and individuals? Or is it time as fans to kind of shift our focus to these freshmen? It's not kind of pinning them against each other, but kind of being very attentive on how they both look this year and seeing if there is room for these teams to be able to make the regionals again, depending on who starts and who doesn't. And the most concerned I have, and this is the team that I think of all of these is most likely to miss the postseason again, is the women's soccer. What is their offense going to look like? That's kind of my big question. They have a lot of upperclassmen defenders from last year, and while the defense wasn't great, they do bring in Emily Earls, who is like an all-time great goalie for Pitt. She is a grad transfer, but at least for this year, I feel like the defense is less of a question mark. And, another year in this system could be really helpful in that regards. The offense is where the concern is. Jade Bordelot did not perform as expected. There was a lot of freshmen who had some good experience, but were not like over the hump kind of players. Ledgecker, Sims, Daisy Duda was the one I was a fan of. So, it's just going to be a lot more reps for these younger players and just trying to find an offensive identity with this team. But if they don't find it out soon, I think they could be in big trouble. And, okay, let's see. I see I'm taking up a lot of time. So I'll just kind of wrap it up with this. A lot of these are just kind of questions on who is going to step up, what is the team's identity going to look like, and what can we expect from them. There's going to be a lot of fluctuation, I think, as we start the season for these teams. This is a very kind of boomer bust year, I guess, for the school when it comes to 2024. They had a lot of success. I think they had like the vast majority of the ACC titles in 2024. Last year, they didn't really have much outside of their men's soccer success. So it's kind of like, where are we with this? What needs to have a complete entire relook, and what can we as fans invest in more as the teams are going to be here for a while and are going to have continued success in the future. But that's all I have for you guys now. Thank you for listening, and go